Okay. As you can see and as you can hear, I'm at a park sitting in this, let me get up, sitting in this bench area. Well, not bench, like table area, I guess. In my little bubble of serenity. Super nice. I've recorded here before. I got a video. It's an astrology video talking about Scorpio rising, Pluto in first house. This is like that. This is the same park. But actually, I'm gonna sit at those little tables over here. And I'll be completely honest, today was a bad day. My mind was preoccupied with situations involving lovers and even some friendships that I don't have anymore. So within the past let me see, maybe 4 or 5 years of my life, I've always heard about the term, but it's a little different when you experience it. And then when you refuse to coddle certain people about situations that they choose, and in those same situations they try to make a reflection of you. If you get me. But the term is narcissism, or dealing with a narcissist. Some people throw that term out like, well, when it comes to relationships, some people, they come out of it and they use that term as like a badge that their partner was wearing, or narcissistic tendencies was the basis of their relationship. But sometimes people who do that, who pin down on a person, sometimes, not all the time, they that's just a response to them not getting what they want when they know it's not, well, they don't know, excuse me, when they're not aware of the fairness and the balance of the relationship. They're just more so focused on things that make them feel fulfilled, A lot of times, people who say that, or like I said, use that term on their ex-partner, they're the narcissist to an even more extreme level. But in this video, I want to talk about me having trouble differentiating between if I'm giving to my higher self, or if I'm simply overextending myself to a narcissistic partner. And honestly, I'm gonna focus more so on the second part because I am pretty frustrated. One reason why I decided to come out, I've been heated, and you know it's bad when I have no fucking sympathy. Like, that's when you know shit is bad. I stayed away from partnerships for a while, and then the ones I chose to, yes, like I said, chose to be involved in, excuse me. From the fucking jump, I'm just showed this ain't really about us. Um, I do have like a boost in energy tonight. Within the past few days, maybe it's all the eggs and watermelon and cayenne pepper. um, yeah, so it was never fully about us. And if it ever came a point to when it was about us, that that promise was slippery. Well, as slippery as it was, as slippery as a snake. And maybe I was dealing with a fucking snake. um, Narcissism needs to be fed, and that's it. It doesn't give. All it does is take. And then some people confuse narcissism with the two spectrums of life, masculinity, femininity, right? People who don't know true femininity, they'll say narcissism is just feminine, or narcissism is just masculine, or the toxic side of it, I guess. But that shit is just an entity of its own. Because at times where I feel like my clown ass or my dumb ass or my giving ass, um, where I gave things in aid of that person to not be better for me, but solely for themselves. Why'd I hear some keys near me? Maybe I'm tripping. Every single effort amounted to nothing. Or it was just short lived. Because one thing narcissists feed off of, well, more than one thing, is praise, the need to be praised, the need to feel quote unquote loved when they don't know what the fuck it is. Truly. They need to be seen. And also they need to be accepted for quote unquote themselves when they don't even fucking know themselves. Because they come to you knowing you. They may even know you more than you know yourself, right? But I kind of said this in the previous video. They come to you knowing you strictly just to fucking take from you. And the more you give, it's like giving to a fucking bottomless pit. And then there came a point where I'm over here, when I recognize that, it's like, damn, okay. No matter how fucking charming you are, how sweet, how loving you present yourself to be, or even how loving you really might be, like truly, you know, no matter how much you express yourself in those type of ways, the words that you say, they just, it's almost like my ears just became deaf. They're spoken on deaf ears. Because whatever you fucking say, as soon as you get on your phone, as soon as you turn your back, as soon as you have any time to yourself, you're not fucking looking at yourself. What you're going to do is find someone who can make you feel better about yourself. I might be a bad cameraman, sorry. I'm gonna sit on this little thing right here. Should I take this one right here or this one? This one looks a little more anointed. You know, never in my life I would have ever thought that I would I'll really experience what crocodile tears are. Pulling on your heartstrings. Making the most beautiful symphonies. Oh my gosh, so heartfelt. This is so true. This is divine. As soon as those fucking tears dry up, those tears will dry up in a millisecond. As soon as those tears dry up, and even if you give them exactly what they quote unquote need, or even if you don't give them what they need, it's kind of like a stalemate. It doesn't even matter what they're going to do. Excuse me, what they're going to do is open up their phone or go somewhere where someone has to be in the picture. There has to be someone else that they can mirror, because they can't look at themselves in the fucking mirror. And that someone is going to be the next sucker. The next sucker to experience the toxicity or depravity. So the more you fucking give, and as selfless as you can be in this world where, resources are shit infinite. The world is working overtime to give us what we need. And when you're blessed with something, whether it's money, food, shit, care, energy, period, love, support, you're blessed with that. More times than often, you're just harming yourself. And although those efforts come from your heart and they're sincere, and that's the purest source within you, right? For them, it's just instant gratification. I don't care where I am in life or how low I can get or how low, nah. There's never going to come a time where I'm going to come into someone's life, mirror them, shatter my own mirror, and then just damage their mirror. You know what I mean? Let me go back over here. It's a couple over here to my left, or I think it's a couple. They, I kind of want to just give them their space. Even though I'm not too close. Yeah, I am recording. Matter of fact, let me walk back to my car, or at least near it. All it takes is a little bit of charm, attention, no real affection for them to get what they need. Whether it's in person, through the screen, this world is bustling with just it's bustling with infinite pleasures that's easy to access. So why not get them, right? Some people don't realize how hard it could be for people to really express the deepest parts of them, their sincerest emotions. I think course through life, not really acknowledging my own, let alone speaking on them. So when I come into relationships or whatever, right, and I'm over here actually being vocal and not trying to glaze over them with working or shit accomplishments and this and that, right? Or just plain on silence. When I'm not doing that, I'm met with the most evil motherfuckers. the most victimized motherfuckers. The motherfuckers who do shit, and then when shit hits the fan, ain't nothing ever their fault. Or motherfuckers who will come into your life and they'll tell you that they fuck up your life to a certain extent. And they quote unquote apologize. 10 seconds later, they go back to doing the same shit they was doing before they met you. Finding a next supply. All it is just fucking supply and demand. So now, what the fuck am I demanding? What are you demanding? Yes, you, whoever listening. But this is something that I saw it today. I was like, oh wow, look at that. Fuck y'all, man. Like, whoever's listening to this, if the shoe fits, fuck y'all. For real, I never thought I would get to a point where where these type of people, or these type of people, is I wanted to squeeze out every single molecule of fucking joy that they may have promised in this life, because you don't fucking deserve it. You get what you dream. You get what you dream for. This and that. But what the fuck is the reality? All right, what's the reality of you? And I'm not talking about what you got in your bank account, or excuse me, or your physical flaws. I'm talking about the shit that you do when you're given what you want, right? Or what you quote unquote deserve. What the fuck do you do when no one is looking? What do you do when no one is looking? So this is just the life I've been destined to live. You got these narcissistic people talking about they lonely, but all they gotta do is open up their phone. They got notifications. They got people that want to talk to them. They got people that just will be there on the immediate beep to get all the attention and praise that they want in a moment. But they quote unquote lonely. And then they meet someone like you or me, And then they feel like they ain't so lonely no more. Fuck up everything. And when you have to leave yourself, who's the real lonely one? You. Shit, I mean, look at what's happening right now. I'll take a seat on this wall right here. Excuse the darkness. Anyway, how about we we take a breather. You can't really help them. They can't really help you. All they gonna do is just make you feel less than who you truly are. And they gonna hate you when you tell them exactly for who they truly are. Who that? I'm so sorry. I love you. And like I said before, 5 minutes later, just proving that you're just essentially nothing. I guess replaceable. And their friends are pieces of shit too. Maybe I'll make that another video. I'm gonna title that, You're Not the Exception. Ah, man. I need to heal. I need to heal. All right, let me go back to back in my car. Y'all want to take a second to breathe with me? I'm in a lot of pain. Not physically, psychologically, emotionally. These type of experiences just makes me not want to believe in anyone or anything. But it also allows you to, or I guess like the silver lining, right? Hold up. It allows you to shit. Damn it. I had to switch it off real quick before I switch to Bluetooth. It allows you to be a little more cognizant of the world's blessings. Like this, this summer is a lot of fruits are in season, or well, main one being watermelon. So I've been trying to take advantage of or take into account of eating more fruit every day. Enjoying the experience of picking good fruit and veggies too. Even though all I really eat is like spinach, but some vegetables. And my body has been feeling, it's slowly revitalizing itself. I feel a little lighter, a little more energetic, like I mentioned earlier. But I guess, like the title says, that's some of the effects of, or at least my results of overextending to a narcissist. And I guess it's also, I've been hearing about the term, the dark empath. I need to look more into it. But whenever I think about it, an empath, there's a book I read. It's a sci-fi book. I forgot the name of it. I read it when it was in my university, my English class. But they, it was based off of these astronauts, and they had landed on some planet, and the vegetation of the planet, they could it could I'm not gonna say it. They could feel the emotions from the astronauts as soon as they landed, and whatever emotion they felt would dictate the weather of the planet. And not only that, but that weather will also really influence the astronomer's perspective or feelings towards things. I remember it was someone, well, an old friend of mine. They were like, "Oh, I'm an empath. I could just feel what people are feeling." But in reality, empath is like another freaking. That term is used as like also like an accessory that people just wear. I'm an empath, and in reality, like, it's just someone dictating how other people should feel in situations. So they were full of shit. All right, I'm gonna stop it here. I don't even know what time it is. So let me see. What time is it? Oh shit! Did I press something? I think it might be close to 12. So I'm gonna head out. All right, take it easy. Love you.